Hello and welcome. If you are already a Moon Magic Super Soul, welcome back to the channel. And if you are brand new, welcome to our lovely, beautiful, amazing Moon Magic community. Today we are doing 3 readings and we are asking for an immediate message, something that you need to hear right now or that will be valuable for you to hear right now from your spirit team, from your guides. And we are also potentially going to be drawing cards and looking at the week ahead. We have 3 cards to choose from, 3 piles, and in just a moment I'm also going to draw charms and runes. I post these readings every single Sunday, and thank you so much to those of you who check in. I know some of you literally check in with these every Sunday. It's a real honour. It's an honour to be connected with all of you, but thank you so much, all of you who have been returning. Now, let me show you these cards in detail. In a moment, I will also ask the universe to see which pile or piles is suggested for today. But let me show you the cards, then we'll draw the charms and the runes. So pile 1, you have the card of Panther. This is for pile 1. For pile 2, you have the card of Butterfly. For pile 3, you have the card of Eagle. Very beautiful cards, very different energies around each of these readings. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you're kind of picking up on. I'm going to put these counters out because it means that when I draw the charms, you'll be able to see them clearly. And I'll leave the video running at the end for a few moments just to give you a little bit more time if you just want to sit and really listen to your intuition. So let's draw runes and charms. So charms, for pile 1, you have an owl. For pile 2, you have a flamingo. And for pile 3, you have a unicorn. Wow. God, there's a real... I would love to hear what you guys are picking up on, because I am feeling some really, really powerful energy. I don't mean powerful negative, just like a flow or a surge of energy coming through. Okay, runes, we have 1, 2, and 3. So pile 1, you have Fehu. This is the rune of nourishment, possessions, sometimes ambitions fulfilled. Pile 2, you have the blank rune. And for pile 3, you have Hagalaz. This is a bit like Uranus. It's got that kind of energy, like it's sometimes known as the rune of disruption or the great awakener. Okay, so we have cards, runes, charms. I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer. Just, take as long as you need. If you need even longer, just press the pause button. I'll put the timestamp for the Let the Universe Decide part of the video in the description below, alongside all of the timestamps, so that you can move straight through to whichever reading or readings is really speaking to you. Beautiful souls, I will see you in a moment. Welcome everyone. Let's ask the universe to decide which pile or piles are recommended. This is the homepage of my website. We have pile 3 showing up for today. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world, and I look forward to seeing you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Panther. You've got the owl, and you have Fehu. nourishment, possessions, ambitions satisfied. That's a really interesting panther. It's really interesting that you have panther and the owl, because panthers, in kind of symbolism, they're not afraid to walk in the shadows. They understand in many ways that that's the place where we learn the most, we grow the most. Owls see in the dark. I'm wondering what this is telling us. What is the message you need to hear today? We have ponder. I wonder if there is something you do need to see. Perhaps that's what we're being shown here today. Do my pile ones need to see something, to consider something, to be aware of something? I'm seeing both of those. We have some beautiful cards. I do list all the cards below for you guys. If there's any that you really, really like, you will find them below. I'm actually saying this one. And I feel there is more, but let me just check out. Is there more to come through for my pile one? Yeah, there is. It's this one. Okay. You have howl, like the moon. What a nighttime energy again. Community, alignment, focus. And you have opportunity. Manifesting, discernment, discipline. Ponder. Ponder, ponder, ponder. It's either something you need to see, or there is a decision that you're needing to make. And I think you may be being asked to consider it, basically. That's what I feel. There's something to consider here. Deep freeze. Yeah, something, I think something, oh gosh, heal the ouch, wow. I think something has already come to a little bit of a standstill in some way. There's something in your world that has come to a bit of a standstill, and you're being asked, possibly for some of you, to actually reconsider. That's what's really coming through here. I mean, owls are about learning. So is there something that you need to learn from the experience in order to cross a bridge? I think it's like I'm also hearing like water under the bridge, where you can cross a bridge and kind of move through and beyond something with the learning. Heal the ouch. You have unexpected visitors. This is interesting, because I think there is a door that is open for you. I think there is actually an opportunity in front of you, but something has become either stuck or stale. And I think your message, for some of you, it is about reconsidering. But I think the fundamental message, the strong message is coming through, is to really, really look at this, to ponder your position. Foxes are very flexible. They're very adaptable. It may be that there is something you need to adapt to, because we've got a fox here as well. Heal the ouch. I feel there is something here about that there is a door opening for you, an opportunity. And I don't know whether you're hesitant, or maybe you're worried about it, or something's happened that has caused this sort of ouch energy. But it feels for me as if you're being asked to really think about how to, ponder it, look at it, develop discernment. Let's see what else we're being shown. I feel that this is your message. Look at this opportunity. Look at it in depth. Maybe there's learning to be had here. Maybe it is a route to an ambition that you would like, something that you wanted. Maybe it's taken an unexpected twist or turn. But I do feel it can be, this generally speaking, the heal the ouch does suggest that something can be healed. You can move on. I do feel something unexpected. Maybe something took a slightly different route than you thought it was going to. But let's see what else we're being shown here. I'm seeing this and this and this and this. And those two and that one. You have, you've got the 5 of Wands. Okay, this feels this is quite a competitive energy. I wonder whether there, look at this discipline, I wonder whether there is the opportunity, and perhaps this is the pondering, I wonder whether the opportunity is, I think it is there and real. But I wonder if it's been more difficult or there's more to it than you had originally thought. Like maybe you would have to get very disciplined to achieve it. And maybe that's why you need to ponder. Now, we have the Knight of Wands, which is a card of celebration. The Two of Pentacles, which is a very positive energy. We have the Emperor, which is about your own sovereignty and your own leadership. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Five of Cups. Then you have the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Let's put these to one side for one moment. Okay. I think something has taken either an unexpected twist or turn, or basically there's more to it than you realise. This would be like making a commitment to something, thinking that it would be really easy peasy. And then you dive in and you discover there's so much more to this. And look at these fish, you dive in. You're in that big bowl. In fact, actually, with ambition, I wonder if there's some energy around here about being a big fish in a small pond, or being a... Yeah, I think there's something about, do you remain in a small pond, or do you move to something bigger? I think that the decision that sits with you, and it's your decision, nobody else can make this for you. You need to weigh this up. I think the real decision here is about actually kind of, do you want to step up? I think it would involve discipline, commitment, and you may or may not want to do that. I think there's a reticence. But I think it's the difference between being like a big fish in a small pond, or a big fish in a big pond. And even though there's many big fishes in the big pond, do you want to be part of that? Because this is about community. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. And although something has become stationary, I think the decision that sits with you is, do you want to step up or not? Because I think it will involve discipline and a really, really strong commitment of some sort. There's a load of promise here. It's quite exciting. The Five of Cups. There's a lingering disappointment. It's sitting under heal the ouch. I wonder as well, I mean, if some of you had, maybe if you had submitted something, or you'd approached something and you didn't get the response you wanted, heal the ouch and move on. Perhaps you applied for something and it was quite a high position. Well, and maybe if you got, it would be like sending your manuscript off to your absolutely best ever dream publisher, and they said no. There'll be another publisher around, but this is about stepping up. Commit to it. Get focused. Align yourself with the kind of community that you want to find. Again, being the big fish in the big pond with others. I think there is an opportunity, but I think this is all about your decision and your choice to actually step up or not. I feel it's up to you, but with the Five of Cups, I also feel as though you might... I don't know. Don't want to say exactly that you would regret it if you didn't, because something has happened to cause something, or to cause you to falter. I suspect it's just either a bigger decision, or you didn't get the response you wanted from the first attempt in some way. But to be honest, everything here is looking super good. I do think you are feeling rather stuck with the Eight of Swords. But you also have the Ace of Wands here. This is an energy of passion, of kind of desire, of excitement, of energy. I almost want to say, get out of your own way and sort of try to really look at this in terms of what you actually really, really, really want. Do you want to step up into this? For some of you, it may actually be no, you don't. When you balance it out and weigh it up, you might think, do you know, I don't know if I do. Perhaps some of you don't want to be tied down to something that would be heavily committed, that would require a lot of discipline. It might not be the right time for you. Maybe you're interested in something that would feel better, in which case perhaps, or more relaxed rather than, in a way, I think the decision is yours. And it will be unique to your own circumstances. Oops, excuse me, knocking my table. For some reason, something has, though, come to a standstill, or you've come to a standstill. This is about healing the ouch and getting kind of almost like moving through and beyond the emotional elements of this. And really, really realistically thinking about what you actually want. Let's ask about the week ahead. May we kindly ask about the week ahead for my pile ones? That's what I'm seeing. You have. Okay, you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of collaboration. We see people working harmoniously. To weave this beautiful tapestry, you've got to work together. Okay. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and then you've got the Hermit. I wonder if there's something around this with community, around... Yeah, I'm going to come back to what do you want with the Moon? Where do your loyalties sit? You've got the Moon card. We're back to... And we've got a Five of Swords here. I say back to Five of Swords, but feeling tied up, indecisive. I feel this week there may be an offer for you. I feel something comes through this week and only you can respond to it. And maybe you do just have to ponder it. I actually think the message is really clear, my pile ones. It's about, pondering the offer and really thinking about what you actually want. Because I suspect for some of you, it's about letting go of anything that didn't feel okay and moving through and beyond it and grasping the opportunity. Even though it is about a commitment, it will require discipline and it's stepping up. For others, the ouch still needs to be healed, but it may actually be that you think, do you know what? I'm not really sure about this. I think this would be, a bit of a headache. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that level of discipline or whatever. Maybe you've got other stuff going on. And because there's community involved, some of you will be thinking, wow, this is a big step to move into this community or this kind of environment. I'm going to go for it. Others may be thinking, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'd rather be a bit of a lone wolf really here. So I kind of get the impression that the outcome is really up to you. And that seems to be what your message that's coming through. Though I do feel you may this week be in a position where something is put forward to you as an opportunity to heal the ouch and move beyond it. I think what you do is your choice, but I do feel something may well come through to you. And I think it is your decision. Okay, we've got... the Ten of... Oh, look at this. This is heavenly. You've got the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Do you know, I almost feel whatever your decision, it'll be right for you. I get the impression for lots of you that this is actually about stepping up into an opportunity. I really do feel there's something that you can put down. You can heal the ouch. I do feel that you can move through and beyond the headache of this, the worry of it. But this is about making an empowered choice. And it is about making the choice that is harmonious and right for you. If you are genuinely making a choice because you think a particular situation or community isn't right for you, I think another one will come through very, very quickly that is right for you. Whereas if this is about, moving through, stepping up into something that has faltered, but at the same time, there it is in front of you, an opportunity. For some of you, I think you're going to be embracing that opportunity, and I think it will be heaven. For others, if you are putting it to one side, I think another opportunity will present itself. For most of you, I feel as though this is about stepping up. I really do. Really choosing to not remain in the small pond. I think there's real ambition, as it were, ambitious goals that are available to you. But it is your choice as to how you kind of move forwards, and I think an offer is available for you. And it looks to me as though you can move that forwards this week. Pile 1, this is your reading. Keep me posted in the comments. Let me know what's happening in your world. It's such an honour and a blessing to read for you. Pile 1, tons and tons of love. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Thank you all of you who comment. Thank you also all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Your donations are really genuinely appreciated. It just makes, there's a lot of things that I put into the world for free, and all of your donations really make such a difference to my ability to keep doing that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all of you for being here. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Butterfly. I think something might be emerging in your world. That might be your message or something around your message. The blank rune is a rune of gestation. It's like almost like a pregnant pause. I wonder whether something is literally going to emerge. Flamingos are really visible. I wonder whether you are going to become visible. Is this about your visibility in some way? Let's find out. Let's ask and find out, what message do you need to hear right now? You've got 2 from this deck. You have receive and freedom. Oh, wow. Gosh, I'm flying high in this balloon. I think something that you've been waiting for, my beautiful souls, is about to emerge. I literally think it is. Flamingos are bright. They're pink. But there's something about being out there, being visible. I think you're going to receive something that enables you to sort of break out of a period of gestation or a period of waiting. I think this is your message. I think something about this coming through. You've got follow the leader, influence, inspire, collective healing. And you have observe, enlightenment, flow, and growth. Now this is an interesting combination. I think I'll draw these before I say any more. Field of dreams, wow. Pile 2, I think something is about to emerge for you. Now, I don't know yet what this is, but you are going to fly. I think it does. I think it enables you. Something is about to emerge, and it enables you to rise, literally like a balloon, where you just rise. I think it's something you've dreamt of, literally sleeping at night. You may even have literally been dreaming this in, like manifesting this, dreaming it in. But I do feel that you are. It could be your own enlightenment. It could be your own awakening. But something is about to hatch in your world. And it is connected to some kind of a dream. It's something you've been dreaming of or wanting. Something is about to hatch. I think this is super, super exciting. It does connect to some form of freedom. With the birds here, we've got the same, well, very similar birds flying out here. We have like a swallow or a swift. These other beautiful birds, very similar to these. They're like doves of peace. Okay. This is enlightenment, flow, and growth. I think something is literally, I think something's about to hatch. I wonder what it is, or what it might be in the context of your world. What else are we to be shown here? I feel all these are coming through. I suspect some of them might be telling us about the week ahead, but let's see what we have. You've got the Page of Swords. This is that light bulb moment. It's either something you have been learning. You know, like when you're learning something, It could even be like you're learning to manifest, or you're learning to, I don't know, you've been learning to live more consciously, or you've taken up something and you've been learning it and learning it. Suddenly, it's like it's there. You've got it. You can do it. You're crossing over like a threshold, I think, like a pregnant pause where something is nurtured, and then, the birth time arrives. It can emerge. I think you have I think for most of you, you've been learning something. And this is the point, King of Wands, when it takes off. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Swords, the Fool. Oh my goodness me, it really does. This is the moment when something is literally about to break open. You're about to fly. It's about to soar. It gives you freedom from something. Now, it could just be freedom from that place of just constantly working at something, constantly holding it in mind, kind of diving into it, wondering when it's going to happen. Though I think, observe with the Moon, I think something is emerging. That's what I feel I'm being shown here. It's opening up. It's birthing. You can stand up and be seen. It's as though it creates a new opportunity, hence the freedom and the enlightenment, the flow, the growth. It's one of those things where something arrives or is born or is birthed, and from that it opens up a new avenue or a new pathway. You have the Queen of Wands. She is the Queen of transformation. You've actually got the King and Queen of Wands. So if this is a project you're working on, it takes off. It reaches that point of it's here. And therefore, it's now time to move on to the next stage of its development. If you've been manifesting a relationship, this is dynamic. I mean, this is a power couple. This is you then have the Eight of Cups. I think you leave behind some aspect of your world that has been not exactly on hold, but this is something you have been waiting for to move, to take off, to happen. This is it happening, I think. I think something you've been gestating, nurturing. It's about to hatch, basically. That's what your message is about. But it rockets you into the new phase of your journey, whatever this will be for you. And I think it liberates you. You basically leave behind that point of kind of, I don't know whether it's like consistent hard work, but you leave behind that point of dreaming, of waiting, of wondering if it will ever happen. And you dive in. Yeah, freedom. Magnificent, absolutely fantastic. May we ask about the week ahead? Let's get some more information. You've also got the King of Cups, so you've got two kings. I also feel then that I almost want to say you're sitting pretty. You know that saying where we can, something is birthed. You can sort of take a breather. You can relax. You can think, do you know what? My ship came in. I know where I'm going. I know what my next pathway is. I know what the next stage is. There's something very satisfying about this. And it also enables you to really begin to plan the next stage of your journey in a really, really exciting way. Oh my goodness me, Page of Cups. This really is the next stage of some kind of a dream. Whatever this would be, if you have been really working at like sending your CV off to people, I mean, this is a random example, but just to describe the energy. If you were sending your CV off to people, this is the point when the CV is accepted and you get offered an amazing job and you know you want it. This is going to take you to the top of your game. But now you've got to dive in, and the next chapter, of course, is going and doing the job. But this is a real dream, and it feels like a dream come true. So this is something, And I don't know what this will be in the context of your world because it will be unique to you, but it's something you have dreamed of that you are basically about to receive. And it feels for me as if it's really kind of like this is like a now energy. This is literally, this is where it hatches. This is where it arrives. This is where you receive it, whatever it may be. I think this is amazing. I mean, really, really amazing. You've got the Six of Swords. Yeah, it sets you forth on a new pathway. You've got the full, I mean, this is absolutely, you set forth on in a new direction, but the direction is connected to a dream that you desire. There's still a few, there may still be a few what I would almost call loose ends to tie up, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, attending to things, but you're on your way. And I think there's that sort of shift. Yeah, there's that shift. It's like you're realigned, recentered. You know where you're going. I think this is taking you. It is there is going to be a diving into it, so that it's twofold. That's what I'm saying, my beautiful pile twos. It's twofold. On the one hand, something you've been waiting for happens. At the same time, it's kind of like a whole new adventure. And I think it liberates you from where you were, which is amazing, because I think you've wanted change. But there's also what I would almost call the reality of that change arriving. It's almost like, well, now you've got it. What are you going to do with it? You've got to run with it. But I kind of see you cherishing it, actually, really. You might be a bit nervous about it. But there is an immense sense of satisfaction here, alongside a kind of almost like, on the one hand, you kind of dive in because it's what you want. On the other hand, you're. I mean, it's whatever we do when we dive into something new. Let's use that example of you sent your CV out and you get an amazing offer of a job. You've still got to work out your notice. This is like the Six of Swords energy here. You've still got to work out your notice. And so there's still a few things to attend to, but fundamentally, you are moving in the direction that you want to be moving in, and it feels loaded with this kind of energy of like, yay, I did it. It's like, I wanted this, I've dreamed of it, here it is. This is like, wow. But now I've got to work out my notice. It's just got that sort of flavour. There's a few things, there are a few things to wrap up yet. But I think you begin to really, there's a new adventure to go on, because something you are doing or something you've been manifesting comes to fruition. I think this is quite a significant turning point. I tell you what, there was such a power and an energy just in those first three cards. I really felt it. And this is absolutely feeling like this confirms this for me. Feels like a very, very, very exciting and powerful week. And to be fair, the astrology at the moment is, at the time of doing these readings, is huge. And I'm guessing whenever you are drawn to this reading, because it's timeless, that's the energy that's going to be around for you. Pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. If this is resonating with you, do please subscribe, press the little bell icon, and that way you'll never miss a reading as soon as I upload it. And just thank you so much for being here. It's such a privilege to be connected with you. Thank you, all of you who comment. I love reading your comments. I really, really do. I can't reply to them all. There are too many, but I love hearing what's happening in your worlds. And thank you so much, all of you who've been giving back through the super thanks as well. Your extra donations are so supportive and really, really do help me to keep putting free stuff into the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Pile 2, this is your reading. Tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I'm a little bit blown away by your cards, actually. You have the eagle, you have the unicorn, and you have Hagalas, the Great Awakener, or the Rune of Disruption. I am wondering about this because it's got a phenomenal energy. I'm not going to say any more. Let's draw your cards and find out what is the message you need to know now. What's your immediate message? And also, may we kindly find out about the week ahead. But let's ask for the message you need to know now. You have receive. Now, this came out in pile 1. If you were drawn to pile 1, do check it out. We have for you these two. Okay. You have rise. Now, that does not surprise me in the slightest. And you have enough. Appreciated, patient, self-love, reliable, trustworthy, committed. I think that something is suddenly going to potentially shift in your world. Now, I'm not sure what area this would be. This is a general reading. It's meant to reach many. But I feel like you are going to soar, literally soar. But soar to the point where, in a way, I think it will be quite disruptive. I feel like with the Hagelas energy, it's either going to be a bit disruptive because it's you suddenly rise. It's kind of like you've been longing for it, and you've been longing for something to take off, and suddenly it does, and it's like, oh, wow. How are your feet going to remain on the ground? On the other hand, it could also be indicating that something very suddenly is going to happen. Either way, open yourself to receive. You're about to receive something that rockets your world into a whole other zone, or rockets you into a whole other zone of experience. There's something validating as well coming through here with enough. It's like, let's get a bit more information. Ooh, there we go. You've got 3 from this deck. That one just flew out, making a choice. Look at this. Look at you rising again. Wide open. I think this is a situation where opening yourself to receive, something comes to you. What do you do with what you receive? Because you have choices available to you. You've got goblins. Appreciated, patient, self-love. What is the goblins? Are you torn between commitments? What choices do you make? This is significant in terms of the change that is available to you. There's a very big change available to you. What do you do with that? What kind of decisions, do you end up sitting and, I don't know, almost like with a devil on one shoulder? Also, who do you tell if suddenly something happens and you're successful? I need more information. Your reading is really intriguing me. Really, really, really intriguing me. I'm taking all those, and that one, and that one. Your reading is very, very intriguing. You have the 3 of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Devil. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the 9 of Wands. You have the Moon. The Moon has come out in every single one of these readings. Very interesting, a very deep, powerful kind of energy available. You also have the Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the 9 of Swords. I think that you are worried about making the right decision. That's what I feel here. It's like something comes into your world, or, open your arms to receive. I mean, everything here feels pretty super good and cool. But I almost feel like it presses your buttons. Like something happens that is really, really fabulous. Try to rise above it and view it, because there is a choice involved. It's like having an opportunity to rise, having an opportunity to move forwards in some really exciting way, and yet you're worried about it. It's like you're tying yourself in knots, worrying about how best to move forwards. Maybe even for some of you, I think some of you are worrying about what people would think of you. How would people see you? What if you become more visible? What do people think of you? Because I feel that there's something quite life-changing here. The unicorn energy is so blessed. It's so, so blessed it's untrue. Yeah, rising, trustworthy. You've got the Ace of Wands. You've got the Page of Cups. And yet you're worrying. You've got the Nine of Swords. There's a fascinating duality of energy here, my beautiful pile threes. It's like on the one hand, you get something that feels super, super good and cool. You can rise. There's a demonstration of your worthiness. And yet it seems to press a button or put you in a position where you worry about something. Is that? Let's get more information. May we kindly ask, why are my pile threes worried about this? I mean, maybe something comes in and it's disrupting. May we kindly ask for my pile threes. Oh, you've got Seven of Wands. I think this is about what people think of you. You know, are people going to... If something you're doing were to rocket to success, this is just an example, because success will be whatever it would mean for, for you. You know, what if you got, it's like, what if there was a scholarship and you and your best friend both applied for the scholarship, but you get it. And then you're really, really tangled up in, it's life-changing for you. You got the scholarship. It's amazing. But there's this sort of debate within you about loyalty. You know, what will my best friends feel? You know, it's like having something, but something that someone else wanted. And that's what I feel the energy is here. It's like, it's really opening doorways for you. And it genuinely shows how appreciated you are, how worthy you are, how patient you've been, how committed you've been to get to where you are. It really honours you. And yet, there's some element around the outcome that ties you in knots, leaves you feeling as though, what will other people think if you rise to fame? What will other people think if you take the scholarship that you desperately want, but your best friend desperately wanted it too? There's a competitive edge. It would be like two siblings, applying for the same job without realising it, and then only one of you can have it. But you love each other. There's something here around this sort of energy. There's basically a hurdle that comes from allowing yourself to receive. How fascinating. Okay, I think you're worried about disappointing someone. What if you're dating and you meet two people and you really like them both? What do you do? There's a dilemma. There's a dilemma. On the one hand, it's fab. On the other hand, there's a dilemma that comes with this. Okay, no wonder you've got Haggalass and you're not quite sure what to do. And it feels all very disrupting and very difficult. Yep, and you look at this. What choice do you make? You've got the Seven of Cups. Which ladder do you go up? Will it be a snake? Will it be a ladder? I think there's a huge dilemma around a choice. This is what your reading is about. If that's not resonating with you, this might not be the right reading for you, but that's what I'm getting here. A big dilemma around a choice. The choice is actually fabulous, but it's a choice. Where do you go? Which one do you take? Or do you say yes when there could be a conflict of interest? It could upset someone else. What if there are two choices? Which one do you make? Which one do you accept? Both of them are pretty super. What if there's two choices, two opportunities, and both of them look super cool? You've got to disappoint someone. What do you do? This is the dilemma that I'm seeing here. But ultimately, you're rising. Let's ask about the week ahead and see if we can get more information for you. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords. Okay. Does this mean you walk away? Could we please let's ask about... Okay, we're going to go with those. I was going to say, let's ask about the week ahead, and I'd like to ask more about the choices. Okay. Queen of Cups. Get still. Beautiful souls, trust your intuition. Get really still. Rather than getting tangled, one way or the other, you're going to move forwards because there is a choice in front of you that is amazing. The question is how you make it, maybe which choice you make. Get still and really, really just trust your intuition. I don't think anyone can make this decision but you, but this is one of those times when it's about following your heart rather than your head. Okay, may we kindly ask. Yeah. We've got the Judgment card. I think a decision will be needed. So I don't think this is a choice that is going to sit and wait for 3 months while you ponder it. I think you do have to make a decision about this. Whatever it is, you have to make a decision about it. The future is clear in terms of a pathway to rise. The pathway is wide open for you. The question is, how do you navigate it? And there's concern about upsetting or, upsetting someone. Or having to say no to someone, or you get it but they don't, or you have two choices, you say yes to one, you've got to say no to another. I think you will have to make a decision, and I think the decision is imminent. I don't think you can wait. You've got the Ace of Cups. Oh, lovely. Pile 3, just get really still. Really, something that this is a really great exercise to do. I used to do this with my clients in my counselling work, where we would literally, if they were in a place of dilemma, sort of sit and allow themselves to really feel their way into, almost like feel your way into the dream time. Look at that bed. Like feel your way into the dream time and allow your mind to just wander into like a vision of how this might pan out. What would it feel like? What if you've got 2 jobs? Imagine yourself in both of them. Fully absorb yourself in one of those, in the pathway of how that unfolds, and listen to the way your body responds. Your mind can play tricks on you, but you know what? Your physical body, your emotions that are held and experienced within the body, they will not. You'll get an emotional response to something. I think this is about making a decision based on your heart. And I think there will be a decision to make. This, and it looks as though it's very, very imminent. If it's not this week, it is imminent. May we kindly then ask, may we kindly ask about a sneaky peek into the future, where this goes or what the outcome is. This is so loaded with promise. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Absolutely loaded with promise. You have got the Four of Wands, which is a card of incredible celebration. Wow. And you've got the King of Pentacles. I'm not drawing anymore. The answer is here. My beautiful souls, there is a decision to make. Make the one that is right for you. Listen to your heart. Follow through. And in this instance, do what's right for you with the Hermit. Because I think it's bringing you freedom. It's bringing you, you're going to rise. It's bringing you opportunity. This isn't about other people. I think this is actually about your success. And if you kind of hold that picture in your mind of success, just recognize that if you step up into something you really desire, then you are a role model for other people to do the same. If you shine, you give other people permission to shine as well. If you are successful, you give other people permission to be successful as well. And I think there is something of profound promise. And I'm not seeing anything negative in the outcome. Even look at this, we have 2 people celebrating together. I feel like people will celebrate your success. So even if there's someone who had wanted the same scholarship, I think you'll celebrate together. And actually you'll be the role model for them to apply for another one somewhere else, or maybe even to apply for the scholarship the year after. If there are 2 opportunities, I think the people who if you say no to one because you have to in order to say yes to the other, I think that they will genuinely be really acknowledging how amazing you are. I really, really do. I really feel this is really bigging you up. I'm not seeing anything negative here at all, actually, in the outcome. Wow, my beautiful pile threes, keep me posted in the comments, whatever this is. You know, it could be for some of you something really huge. For others, it could be something that feels huge, you know, within the immediacy of your world, as it were. Because little things are big, aren't they? I mean, that's the reality for all of us. And yet there's somehow this just taps into something within you. Perhaps part of the, you know, part of the amazingness of this is not just the actual win, whatever it might be for you, not just the actual outcome, but the real win at a real core level is that you've given yourself permission to move through and beyond those doubts that maybe say you have to please everybody else rather than yourself. It's like a real heartfelt stepping up and a moment of real personal growth by allowing yourself to move in the direction that is completely right for you, irrespective of what other people might think. And I see nothing but celebration of you. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. And my beautiful souls, thank you so much for commenting, and thank you especially all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Your extra donations really do help me to keep putting free stuff into the world. I'm so, so grateful. And I'm sorry I can't reply to all your comments, but I do read them. I really love to hear what's going on, and I can hear, you know, I see people who comment regularly, and I can see progressions in your world. It is absolutely wonderful to see. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you, for being here. Tons and tons of love.